Hello, we are live. Hey, hey, hey,
We are
people.
live. We are live. Happy Sunday, everybody.
Yes,
I'm sure everybody's melting.
especially if you're in the UK. I don't. It is like most parts of the UK is boiling.
Yeah, I think so.
So
Definitely.
yes, it's been a scorcher today, an absolute scorcher, and we were out in the sun as well. So the show, I can't say it was one of the best. I
Snooze
think
fest.
we've had some good episodes, and this wasn't it.
Yeah.
Basically,
We got comfortable.
yes,
comfortable.
yes,
And we were like, okay, this thing's heating up. And then it wasn't. The only
basically.
thing that was heating up was the weather today.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice
Hello to everybody coming
Who we got
in.
in the building
We
every
have,
day, of course.
yes, we do, and we have the funky dinosaur with us as well, and KW as well. I know it is later because obviously we went ahead and watched After Sun as well, which wasn't the best either.
I feel like it was a bad decision we made.
Yeah, we should have probably have just jumped on
We
live
should have cracked on.
straight away.
But
You know what? Psychops is asking, did you see the exclusive? No, because somebody over here turned the
it was
channel.
like the last 7 minutes. Okay. Fill us
So
in.
let
Fill
us
in.
know, please. Somebody give us a little summary. What was the exclusive? What did we actually miss? Because it wasn't the greatest show at all overall.
I have to read out every day's message.
Yeah, go on.
Important. Hello, Evans fam. Happy Sunday. Hit the like button and subscribe. I am just going to tell you lot now, yeah. If I hear one Tony hate, it's up and stuck. Let's have a great night. I'm not gonna give Tony hate. However,
What's your however on Tony?
I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed with the way that she played it.
Oh, okay.
Because really, she was like the female version of Tommy. And you've thrown your toys out the pram. And you kind of you became undesirable to the man that you wanted. We'll get there.
Yeah, because boy, that's a slightly wild take. So Erin, if you're about, jump in and let's go, because boy, that was a wild one. Yeah. KW says, sorry, Erin, but I find it hilarious how Tony was doing that boohoo face to whoever it was the other day, and now she's silently boohooing in bed.
It's a solid point. It's a solid point.
Guys, no.
It's a solid point.
No. All right, let's get to it. Okay. All right. So if anybody can fill us in the exclusive from After Sun, please do, and we'll get to what that was. But we'll start off recapping the show. And we get the fallout of Irish Meg and Ramel going home and everybody being very sad. And Ramel did actually cry.
And can we tell them the exclusive that we found out today?
For real.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
So we were with some friends and we were, family, and we were talking. And we found out that we actually know Ramel's dad.
Yes. For a long time.
For a long time, we've known him. And so, yeah, it's an interesting one. And I feel maybe that's what it was. I was feeling some type of fatherly connection to Ramel.
I mean,
that's why I had to back it, because you were just trying to go in on him.
But the thing is, the next time we see him, if he's seen any of these, he's not going to think sideways.
Well, he's going to shake my hand and
yeah.
So,
you protected yourself. But yes, and his dad is a cool guy as well.
He is a very cool guy.
Like very funny.
So yeah, so there's that news. But yeah, come on, in the episode.
Okay, so Ramel did shed a tear. Dijon basically told him to fix up, keep his head up. He didn't say fix up, but he did say keep your head up. And he was sad to go. Yeah. Obviously Irish Meg managed to we got to see a chat that she was having with Connor. Connor was in bits.
He was messed up. He was tore up. I didn't see, because at that point I hadn't settled down yet. Did Alima say goodbye to Ramel?
They didn't show us this. So I don't know if they had their own little private chat, because all we got to see was Meg and Connor having their private chat, where he did say, like, wait for me, which is just very selfish.
If you want to go, then leave.
Exactly. Very selfish. but also, yeah, it was a shame. And he said that this has like just been the best 2 days of his experience in there. But yeah, no, we didn't get anything of Alima and Ramel having a final chat, which is a shame. But I wouldn't be surprised if Alima was kind of like bye, and they didn't have a final chat.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't be surprised
That
if
would
that
be
was their
more
story.
to type. That would be more to type, and that's probably what I would expect from her. But yeah.
I just need her to play the game of at least screen time. Like this was your moment to get a little bit more screen time.
I'm
And
done with her because she doesn't understand the game. So I
You're
can't.
done with
Like there's some people you can coach them, but she don't understand the game, so you can't coach her.
no,
She's
uncoachable. I know.
It's a very bad thing to be.
It's just a shame. It's just a shame because that would have, even if it was an awkward convo, it would have been something, and we didn't even get that. Yes, and then they have their little final kiss, Connor and Meg, just quick peck. But then we say bye bye to them, and they go. Adios. And Connor, all I've got is just bare notes of Connor seems really, really sad. Like, truly cut up. Okay, all right. So we have Tony and Yasmin watching Harrison and Helena go for a chat. I do think Harry's son is out of order for going to Helena before Tony when Tony was the one up there about to go home. I was like, bro,
there's no excuse for it, Like when Tony was first of all started whining, and she was like, her and Yas were like, we're both in really bad places, this, that, and the other. I was getting slightly annoyed with Tony, but then I had to check myself, and I was like, nah, Harry's son done a liberty,
bang out.
And so you're there in her face talking about, I went to go and console her because she just lost her friend. And man said lost her friend like we buried somebody today. But meanwhile, was Tony not there?
Standing up
on the block,
ready to be sent home. Like, we don't know. It could have been 5 people in it, and she just survived. Like, I was like, no, he's actually taking the piss.
Yeah.
And instead of just like how he's presenting himself to Helena, like, you know what, I think it's probably over between me and Tony. Yeah. But when you're talking to Tony, you're not being like, you know what, it's done. Like, I'm putting. He's just playing both. No, he's out of order. He's out of order. He truly is Harry's son. Like, it's just Harry's playbook. Yeah. It's a disgrace. I feel for her though, because you could tell from then. Like, I feel like Tony, when she's in her feelings, she can't park it to one side.
You can see the spiral.
She was going down, like literally, yeah. And I felt for her. I was like, nah. She was up after the date, and you didn't even give her 24 hours of happiness before you started lipsing Helena. And I would be pissed if I was Tony looking at Helena with her square head. I don't understand it. Like, she literally is hideaway Helena. She is always going in the hideaway to lips people's man, talking about, oh, but it's okay because we're not friends. No, she's a bitch.
That bit annoyed me where she was like, how have I broken girl code because we're not friends? And I'm just like, nah, this feels a bit.
You were screaming. I
get the point.
No,
but it feels dirty.
She is a dirty hoe.
Oh, right, love.
She is. I can't stand Helena. I really can't. I can't stand Helena because this episode, Helena came off like she was victorious, and I just want all of the witches to fall. Emily, Mog, and Helena. Oh. I want them one by one to leave. That's what I'm after.
And then it's just the pettiness of it as well, because then Tony's like watching them and saying they don't even look good together. But meanwhile, you're saying that, sitting down like that, and your chin's like that, and it's not the most.
Yeah, but she's upset.
Get over it.
She was just sad. I did really feel sorry for her.
And then you got AI Yaz being like, yes, Harrison is a dumbass, showing his true colours. Like, have an independent thought. Like,
oh my god!
Like, you can see literally in her eyes, she's scanning like what to say to console friend who is watching boyfriend.
She doesn't have much range to her, but she's an all right girl. I do like Yaz though. I like her overall, but there's not much range to her. We go to Harry and Harry's son chatting, and I was literally like, this is just the weirdest little chat that they were having. about how he's moving. It was literally just like sitting with your big bro, being like, "So,
Sit with your dad.
yeah, exactly. What have you been doing today, son?"
Yeah.
And yeah, I like that Shakira came over
Mhm.
and basically told Harrison about himself.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But
yeah,
now Shakira's getting a name for herself, though.
I just feel like she said nothing wrong. Everything she
Mm.
said was what somebody who their brethren is being taken for a mug would say to the guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I just think that's all she did. And she just tells people about themselves. She weren't even that bad to him. But the fact that she had to tell him to go and chat to Tony was crazy. Like, he
But
was really going to just sit there all night.
he can't. He just doesn't like her. It's that good old saying, just not that into you.
Yeah.
And I think as soon as Tony really processes that, you won't even bother wasting time with the little snide remarks. You'll just be like, let me keep this moving because this brother is not on it. He's not the one. But,
Yeah, you can't have it. You actually can't. Even talking to him, as much as she knows like he's coming over because Shakira has sent him, I think she really needed she needed the spirit of Alima
yeah.
to just be like, you know what,
Oh,
please just
God
leave me
forbid.
alone. Not in its entirety, because Alima did go far, but just having standards to no, you can't treat me like an idiot. Like, you've literally been sent
Yeah.
over here because Shakira told you to. Like, go about your business. That's
Like,
what I would have liked.
It didn't make me laugh even when he went over and she was like straight away, he's like, I don't want your petty chat.
Yeah.
And I was like, this girl's not easy. Like, she's not easy.
How is that? She's no.
But it's fair. No, do you know what? Let me bring it back. I'll bring
Right.
it back.
Okay.
It's fair. It's fair. In this instance, it's fair. But I will say she was bordering on Alima kind of esque ugly displays of
No,
not
she
listening.
needed to tell him to go to piss off. Like, he doesn't get. He picked Square Jaw to go and chat to her and to be like,
Oh.
"How are you feeling?" No, go away.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it wasn't okay.
But she gave it to him. She told him how she felt about him checking in on Helena over her. And to be fair, like, Harrison had no comeback.
Yeah.
You know, like there was nothing of substance coming out of his mouth. Like, he knew. And this is the thing, is like, sometimes this is why you just got to stand on it, innit? Like, you know that the reason why you did that is because you like this girl more than this girl.
Yeah.
So, brother, just knock it on the head.
But you're coupled up. This is the thing. That's why it's like he's just hedging his bets, playing games with her. And it's not fair because she genuinely did like him. So him resting on, but I've always said that I'm open. I think her use of the word disrespect is fair. He was disrespectful for how he went about it. It wasn't just I'm being open. You were being sneaky, and you took Hideaway Helen in there because you know that you can get bits from her. So yes, it's one thing to be like, he probably doesn't like her. That's fair. We always said I don't think he does, but then he started to show that maybe he does like her. So you've been stringing her along. It's not okay.
I think one of the major problems with the house is that everybody's walking around talking like they're open, but you want closed benefits.
Boom.
And this is the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem. You're open, but you want closed benefits, man. And it's like, pick one. Pick one.
No, you can be open. You can say we're open to chatting, and you can be like, so you know what, I still want to get to know Helena, and that can go ahead. But he didn't do that. He himself decided, I want to get to know Helena, and then took her to the Hideaway and lips her.
Yeah,
He didn't say to Tony, so you know we're open, this is who I am going to chat to.
This is unrealistic that me as a grown man, I am going to run everything by another human being. Of like, okay, so right now, what I'm going to do is
that's not what she's asking for.
That's what she's asking for.
No, she isn't. She is
how is that not what she's asking for?
She is asking to know who you are interested in. She didn't know.
It wasn't a surprise.
Yes, it was.
She has always known that he was talking to Helena.
No, he wasn't, because he wasn't talking to her before. They went on the date. He weren't still talking to Helena. After the date, he seemed to decide, I'm going to now pursue her.
From when she knew, like,
and then he lips her. Nah, he tried to go on like, oh, it was a surprise. You planned it. You told the guys, I'm going to move to Helena. It wasn't a plan. You're taking her for an idiot. And then you want to be like, but I'm not taking you for an idiot. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're mugging her off.
Look, I think ultimately I do feel for Tony, but I just think she's over egged it a little bit. It's like, all right, we get it. You got a point. Like the man has chiefed you up, but you're doing a little bit too much.
Oh, so she should just take the chiefing, yeah?
No, like you made your point. Just keep it moving.
No, but she's also hurt because she liked him. She's got feelings. She's not a robot. She's not Yasmin.
Yeah, where are we?
Okay, so yeah, they had their little chat. I made a note of Shakira and Harry seemed cute.
Really? You thought that?
They were just doing like, so obviously after Harry's son has left and she was still there with Harry, it's like they were like sitting there cuddling. When they were going to bed, they stopped in the corridor and had a little kiss. And I was just like, yeah, it's sad. Obviously, you know where the episode is going to go. And it's like, nah, Harry is basically giving her a bit of the girlfriend treatment. And
I don't know. Let me jump into some comments quickly.
Yes.
So KW is agreeing with me. Harrison does not fancy Tony at all. My address says Shakira stays doing the most and stirring the pot. She is a great character, but she is messy as hell. Waving Cat Design says Shakira isn't stirring. She's actually getting people to see sense.
I agree.
KW says Tony was vexed because Shakira had to tell Harrison what to do.
Yeah.
And then she was asking Shakira what she should say to Harrison.
That is true. That did take place.
Waving Cat Design. Yeah. Waving Cat Design says Harrison knew what he was doing and he's definitely gaslighting. Yeah, I agree. I can't argue with that. He's definitely gaslighting her. KW says, as a woman, you know if a man fancies you or not. They don't even have to say anything. Tony knew Harrison didn't fancy her, so I don't feel sorry for her.
Oh,
this is true because we said from the jump that this pairing is off.
Yeah, but
yeah.
Remember at nighttime they were lip-syncing. I mean, and so was Ramel and Aleem. I'm just saying.
Was Yaz and Yaz.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
KW says bang on knee, bang on KW. Way we get design says it's just the way he went about it.
That's it.
Yeah. My address is spot on knee. People going overboard with the disrespect concept. Thank you. It's unrealistic, and this is still a game to keep your place in the villa. Thank you. KW, Erin, a latrine. Oh gosh, I think we must have missed a little joke there. Will Smith says Tony's mistake was admitting she liked him in front of the other girls. Rookie mistake. Put Harrison on Helena's radar.
Basically, that is true. That is true. Yeah.
Where we go? Online says, I hear, but how do you as women let a guy know you like them? Looking at someone is one thing, but many women are shy and nervous. You know what I never understood is like why women are shy and nervous, because actually when it comes to this dating game, you guys are the ones that actually hold all the cards. Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not true, and it's not how we're socialized, and it's so easy to say as a man. It's like you hold all the cards. You don't.
You do.
Really. You don't, because
the fact is, a man and a woman, a single guy and a single woman. A guy can be like, right, I'm gonna go out tonight, and he would be like, I want to pull a girl. Yeah, it's not guaranteed that he will pull a girl. Whereas a girl will go out and be like, I want to pull a guy, and she will pull a guy.
In what way?
In going to a club and pulling a guy.
It may not be the guy that she wants.
Listen, that's specifics. I'm saying she'll pull a guy.
No, but it may not. This is the thing. It's like, and this is maybe where the brain is wired so differently. You have to hope that the guy that you like approaches you. Now, you may be getting approached. That doesn't mean that any of the people that are approaching you like.
Do the approaching.
But that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's not how we are socialized. That is, it's
then
not.
That needs to
it's
change.
changing now.
Yeah, okay.
But there are still lots of women who don't have that, who don't have that confidence, who don't have the momentum within them to be like, I'm going to chirps a guy. It's still a bit of a taboo. And then when you do have that, like a Yasmin, it can go in a wrong direction because then you become a bit available.
That's not the greatest example because Yasmin is just like overly.
Even for Shakira, in her confidence. Remember when Shakira was grafting, when she had to go out there and graft and get the guys.
Yeah.
Now, within that confidence that a woman could have to do that, there are parts to a personality type like that a lot of men are like, I don't actually like that. I don't like that they're forthright. I don't like that they. So it's how we're socialized. It's not that simple. In the same way, I don't think it's that simple for men either. The dating game is not simple.
No.
But when men try and put it like, oh no, as a woman, the ball is in your court. It's like, but it's not, because there are lots of chicks in the same way a guy may be sexless for ages. There are lots of women who never get approached by a guy that they like. And then you're gonna just you either settle. It's not an easy game.
Yeah.
Nobody wins.
Yeah, apparently so. Nobody wins, but some are doing better than others. KW says Shakira is too serious for Harry. Harry is too childish for Shakira. These two do not belong together.
Oh, I don't know.
They don't belong together.
They like each other though.
No, Harry does not like her. Harry.
You think Harry doesn't like Shakira?
Harry's playing the game. Like Harry's playing the game. And we'll get there. We'll get there. But Harry's playing the game. Erin says, Nee, I am sorry, but you will not win this. Talking of winning.
Yeah, it's tomorrow. It's Monday.
No, we said you were going to bring the money today.
Oh, sorry. I haven't been to the cash point. Tomorrow's live. Tomorrow's live.
Nee, I'm sorry, but you won't win this. He fed Tony BS and then tried to spin it. He is look, don't get it twisted. I am not out here caping for Harrison. Like what I'm saying is that I just think Tony milked it a little bit too much. Like I am on Tony's side. I understand. I feel like
you think I feel like she genuinely likes him, you know. I think that she has that kind of like bullshit, like she didn't like him type of thing. Like she was just going along with it, like, oh, it's just going well. But I actually think Tony was feeling the guy.
Sibster Jim Jam. That feels like a new name.
I think so.
Welcome to the family, Sibster. If you haven't already, like, subscribe. However, controversial.
Go on.
Tony and Shakira are too bossy for man to like them. Witches over the inferiority gang. Yeah, that's a bit. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean,
that's a lot. Where did
I like the way you like.
Oh, I left my fan inside there.
Sibster's coming in hot. Like.
Wow. Okay.
Like, okay.
But I kind of I see where you're saying. Yeah. I don't think they are too bossy, but I understand how that can be processed.
Yeah. My address says, agreed, Nee. Harry does not truly like Shakira like that. Oh, we've got a little fly here. Yeah. His banter and relaxed vibe clicks with Helena. Do you know what the thing is? I'm not even sure. I think he likes Helena more than Shakira. That's for sure. Does he like Helena? I don't know. If they get together again and they make it to the end of this, they'll be together for tops a month outside of the villa. He's not a serious guy.
I don't think he's serious. And I don't think he likes Helena more than Shakira either.
You think he likes Shakira more than Helena? Wild.
I think he does like Shakira more than Helena, but he does like Helena as well. And he likes to play. But I think he does like Shakira. I don't think he's playing with Shakira. I actually think he does like her. Genuinely.
Interesting. All right.
Yeah. Cool. Let's see how it pans out.
Where are we going? Where are we at?
All right. We have Harrison and Tony. They chat. Okay, we did that one. Tony crying in bed at night.
Karma, baby.
No, that was sad. I can't lie. That actually did make me choke up a little bit. Like, truly, I felt for her. I was really like, oh, Tony. Like, she's just in bed. Harrison's there. He's probably like snoring, and she's there crying herself to sleep. And he's thinking of Helena, of all the people. No, KW. KW said, I laugh. No, I was really like, oh, Tony, don't cry.
I do love it. Yes, I laughed too.
KW also said it's weird for 29-year-old Helena to be checking 22-year-old Harrison. It should be wrong for 30-year-old Harry to be checking for 22-year-old Shakira.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually forgot that they had the same age differences going on there.
Harry and Helena just need to go about their business together and stop messing around
with the young ones.
Yeah.
To be fair, I can see Harrison and Shakira.
Yes.
I see them together though. I actually can see them working, but not with Tony there. That's not taking place. Go read Erin's one.
Erin says anyone, and obviously.
Oh no, there's one. Isn't there knee? Isn't that directly to you?
Erin says, I'm scared now because it's directly to me. Erin says, Nee, I think if he had apologized without her, have or asked, she wouldn't have been so angry, but he came there and doubled down. I'm trying to decipher that.
Okay, and then move on to the next one.
Okay. Erin again says, anyone that thinks that Shakira and Tony are doing too much, you are a part of the problem. Meg, Helena, and Megan have rained hell in that villa, but they are the sweetest girls ever, right? Please.
I agree with your whole sentiment. I cannot stand those witches. I
feel sorry for Shakira at the end because it was crazy that these guys now have been painted to look like the witches of the villa.
Yeah.
And we've literally just sat here and watched like the Mean Girls crew.
Yeah.
Just do Mean Girl stuff.
And laugh at them and be like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if you managed to take the guy? Like it's both of them have been bitchy to each other, but Shakira is getting it all. That's long.
Sorry. Jem is here and has said, please come closer to the mic, brother. I'm closer to the mic. Jem is also a new name.
Yes, I think so.
Welcome, Jem. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Will Smith will tell you often technicals here.
I'm surprised he wasn't the one that said.
Yeah, to be fair, isn't it? I think.
Where are you, Will?
I think Will's just got used to it by now, so he's tired of saying stuff. So yeah, thank you for that. KW says, Erin, I agree about Meg and Megan, but the colder Helena has got, the more I've thought.
No way, KW.
It's true because Helena is going on like she don't care.
She doesn't give rat's ass about those girls at all. But it's just I just don't like that Yasmin has been painted to be the flagrant slosh of Helena has been out and about.
She has, like, hide away Helena.
Blatantly. And she doesn't seem to have the rap for that. And it's like, no, come on now.
Sibster Jim Jam says, not sure the headmistress Shakira will like Harrison. He has his father's traits. Oh, very good. Very good. My address, all of the girls outside of Alima love the scandal and drama and gossip. There are no saints.
There aren't. Yeah, that is very true because Alima does seem to stay out of all of that shit. Again, where is she when each of them are talking?
Dear Six, where is Alima?
We saw her a couple of times today. It was very strange.
It's crazy that even with Ramel going, like we just didn't even get that. Even if it was a cold shoulder, like we didn't even.
That's what I'm saying. Just a little interaction. Even if it was like, Alima, can I chat to you, please? And she was like, no. It would have been something. It would have been something that we saw. It's actually crazy. Okay.
In the morning.
We have Tony and Harrison have another chat.
Boring.
Where now he's trying to get more out of her. Like, how are you feeling? And she finally isn't being sarcastic and does say that I am feeling horrible and that you have made me out to be an idiot. And she cried more on his shoulder. And he said, I don't want you to feel you're an idiot. I haven't done that to you. And don't cry and all of that. And I felt sorry for her even more. So it was like, the girl's down bad. She really liked Harrison. She liked him. But she said she's done. And then he was like, okay, so you're done. I'm like, Harrison, you're such a bitch. You're done with her. And now you're trying to be like, oh, so you're finishing with me. It's like you're an
It's
asshole.
so that he could say she finished
Yes,
with me.
it's like you're such
Yeah,
an asshole.
No,
But yeah.
he's out of order.
So then she has her famous, I think this is going to be an iconic line, like she's not a triangle ass bitch. That will, I saw people like writing that online. So that may turn into something, guys.
Okay,
Yeah,
like not into the triangle team.
Yeah, but also ass bitch as well.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
Yasmin gets a text saying that they are going to get ready for the SNOG Marry Pie challenge, and they all start screaming, yay! And Ben is told, they're coming after you. And he should have known that anyway, that he was going to get the most.
He could even got some more.
He could have. Yeah, some people chicken, but they must talk to him or something, innit?
Yeah,
like
maybe.
The other side, the witches.
Yeah.
All right, so we start off with Alima.
Mm-hmm.
Alima, when she was walking, I was like, who the hell is this girl gonna kiss? Because she don't even seem to like
got no
that
connections
shit.
Anywhere.
No, nothing. But she went to Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, okay. Interesting. I still thought that she should have gone to Giorgio, but all right. And she said that he's easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
And that's why she went for Harrison. Do you think Harrison has even looked at Alima?
Harrison saw Alima for the first time when she was just about to kiss him. And he was like, oh, who's this chick?
I've not seen her.
Yeah, I did not realize you were here. Welcome.
Oh my God. Oh, interesting. Let's discuss this. My address says, Nana, is it more of the fact that Tony has been rejected by the third male than her actually liking Harrison? That's an interesting take. So I hadn't thought about it like that in the succession
nailed it
of rejections.
It's not Harrison. It's not even about Harrison.
From Ben.
Yeah.
To Connor.
Yep.
And she kind of was feeling the kid with Connor, but he jumped.
Yeah.
And then Harris.
Yeah. It's not even, don't get me wrong, Harrison's done her a dirty, but it's not really about Harrison.
I think you may be.
Yeah.
It's the rejection, isn't it?
It's like third time. I've been done dirty 3 times in a row. Nah.
Yeah. Oh, it's a hard place to be. And I would feel, I think I could take it on the chin if it's Irish Meg or Shakira that they're running to.
Yeah.
It's because it's Helena as well. Have you seen her face? Like, I'd be pissed off. I know you guys were all saying that Tony was Butters for quite a while, but is it?
Move closer to the mic. Move closer to the
Are
mic.
we both really low?
Can you whack them up a little bit on there as well?
Which one?
The ones that are already up. There's 2 that are just up. Just whack them up a little bit more. Yeah.
They are up all the way.
Okay, well, there you go.
Let us know. Can you hear us?
Hopefully that's better.
Put a 1 in the chat if we're still really, really low, or I'll change us over. Yeah, and being rejected by Ben.
Yeah.
She was pissed.
Yeah.
She was super pissed with how Ben was.
And then you see what an ignoramus Ben is turning out to be. And then this is the man that has also denied you. So yeah, that's a bit,
KW says I can hear you fine.
Brilliant, good.
Thank you.
So moving on, Helena was next.
No. Alima just snogged Harrison.
Yeah.
And then she married. Did you say that?
Did we not cover that?
No. She married Tommy because he carries himself well. Yeah. And then she pied Ben, obviously.
Yeah.
Helena,
she snogged Harry.
Of course she would.
No shame. Had away Helena with no shame.
And Harry's son
at all
just stood there and took it on the chin because he was like, that's my dad.
Good one, Dad. Good one, Dad. And then she was like, yeah, I snogged this guy because it's been a while. And then they started talking about their unfinished business nonsense again. I was just like, this is mockage of the highest order.
Whole activity.
Of the highest order. Like crazy. She married Harrison. Like, because you married him because of the kiss in the hideaway. Make that make sense.
Exactly. Well, if you're a hoe, it will.
Wow. We're really using harsh words like that. And then she pied Giorgio. Like, imagine the liberty of pieing Giorgio. Like, you could have just taken one for the team and pied Ben for the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see, That's where I was like, actually, so maybe Ben is brethrens with all of those lot
Yeah.
because they seem to feel a little bit skittish to
Yeah.
do anything to
Yeah.
Ben. But Pi and Giorgio, what has Giorgio done? Basically, you just brought Giorgio in. He's got like he hasn't done anything though.
So even her thing of like, it's like you even set out to embarrass him. So you're like,
Yes.
I pied this guy because I pied him before, and I reckon he can take it again. Like, you're a liberty.
Bitch is what she is. Shakira. Shakira comes in and kisses Harry. I personally wouldn't have kissed Harry after Helena had just lip synced.
I don't know what's wrong with some.
I think it's gross.
Like, did you just see what happened?
I wouldn't have kissed him after her, like, but she did. She kisses him,
and then you're gonna kiss him and be like, yeah, because I fancy the pants off him.
Absolutely not. It's not what I'm gonna say. Connor, she marries Connor because he is husband material. And at that moment when they were there, I was like, actually, I could kind of see these two together. But I think it's because she kind of looks like Irish Meg. She does.
Yeah.
And then obviously she pied Ben for being a knobhead. And deserved.
Fair
deserved.
enough.
Next
Fair
one.
Tony, she snogs Dejon. And I feel like she purely did that just to piss off Mog.
Maybe.
Because you know you're not getting with him in any way, shape, or form.
I would have thought. I thought it was left field, but it probably was that. Okay, fair. Okay, yeah. Understandable.
She married. No, who are we talking about? Tony. Sorry, she married Connor. And then she pied Harrison because she said Ben wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
I was like,
but she just wanted to pie Harrison to just get him one, and it's fair to do. All right, so then we have Mega Mog. She kisses Dejon because that's her man, and she doesn't want to kiss anybody else. She marries Tommy. She loves off Tommy. They're annoying.
My tum.
Yeah, it's like ugh. And she pied Ben because of how he was disrespectful to women. But I did know she apologized straight afterwards, and I was like, okay, that just seemed like it.
Yeah.
Why are you being? I'm so sorry. It's like, come on now, it's Ben. But yeah. Anyway, he got pied. Next one.
Boring Emily, snog Tommy, married Dejon, pied Connor. Moving on.
Like literally, that's basically my notes. It's so dry. I don't know why. I know some of you in here do like her, but I find her the most irritating, boring chick ever. Okay, so Yasmin kisses Giorgio. She marries Tommy, and she went like she was gonna do Ben, but then she swiveled round and pied Harrison for how he's treated Tony. And I was like, all right.
But then why is she even getting into a ones and twos?
I have no idea. I felt like that was a bit scripted.
So jarring.
Yeah.
Go home, love. Go home, love. And so then it's the boys. Dijon's up first, and he kisses Meg.
Of course.
And did you see the way she was just inserting the tongue? Like,
yeah, that's her man.
Wow, it was a lot. He married Helena, and he pied Yaz. What did he say to Yaz again when he pied her? He said,
I pied you before, so I may as well pie you again.
She was so upset by that.
Yeah, it's like, you've never pied me.
You've never pied me. She was like so upset.
It was when she did her little confessional, and she was like, because when we were talking, I was out there kissing your best friend, and I was like, that isn't the flex that you think. But okay, anyway.
Carry on.
Yeah.
Up next, Harry.
Harry. Have we got? Okay.
You ready?
Harry snogs Helena. I was like, Harry, you are a proper everlasting bastard. It's just
everlasting bastard.
He just can't help himself but be in trifling shit. Every day.
And the thing is, you know what he did there? He tried to play dumb in it. He's like, oh, what?
Yeah,
I thought I'd marry Shakira.
And we all know we are 12 seasons in. You know that shit doesn't work. Just kiss the person that you're coupled with, unless you want to move on. So all you've established now is you want to move on and have your fill with Helena.
Well, and also he was like, I kissed this girl because we got ugly, and I thought I'd give it another try. I can't even say that my flabbers were gasted.
No, because it's Harry.
And he's this is normal.
Yeah, standard procedure. We said it from even when he was in the bottom, it's like, okay, next week Harry's gonna move man and move to Helena. We knew it was gonna take place, and there we are. He didn't even give us till Monday.
Operation Back in Helena's Bed has started.
Yeah.
So
And
before long, they will be in the hideaway together.
His son, I don't know how he's gonna maneuver from this, because Helena is your chick at this moment. That's you've put your eggs in her basket, but who knows? And Helena will drop Harry's son in a second.
Yeah. Oh, in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. He's playing a dangerous game there.
Yes.
So then Harry then goes on to marry Shakira, thinking, and then kind of then being like, well, I was gonna marry this girl and tell her blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and
like she's wifey material. It's like you're an absolute asshole.
So Shakira just rejects him. She's like, nah, not me, bro.
Yes.
And then he pies Emily, and he said something very interesting when he pied Emily. He was just like, I'm very weary of nice girls where like everybody likes them. Yeah,
that they appear too nice.
Yeah.
And I was like, he sees it too.
Yeah.
Because they are not being themselves. You know they are playing. It's just anybody like that. It doesn't matter, man or woman. The people that are always like, no, but I'm always super nice. You know that they're either suppressing parts of themselves.
Yeah.
And that's not good for them either. Yeah. But also, eventually, they are truly going to show you their colors, and it's going to take you left field because you didn't think they were like that. So yeah, I'm glad he's seeing. She jars me. All right, who was the next person that came along?
Ben.
I'm all over the place. Ben.
So Ben came along. He snogged Emily, and
that was weird.
I felt sorry for Emily
it felt like an assault.
And there was a nervous laugh from her afterwards.
Yeah,
you know what? You're right. It felt like an assault. Like, and I know that sounds like really strong words, but there is something about Ben's spirit I don't take.
No,
I don't take to it.
It needs to come out. It needs to come out.
I don't
because also it's saying chat has disconnected.
Oh no.
Hopefully you guys are still with us.
Guys, if you are still with us,
hopefully this chat will reconnect again so that we can see it. So, there we are. We're back. Okay, lovely. Where was we? Yes, no. When he kissed her, I was like, there's just something off about it. And it came from nowhere. And she looked taken aback, like, why is he kissing me?
Yeah.
As well. And obviously he's saying, like, I think I like this girl now. It's like, bro, there's literally nobody else in here. So or Alima.
Yeah.
It's either going to be Emily or Alima that you was going to do this to secure if a recoupling comes along or something. I was like, nah, this is dodgy.
Yeah. Married Helena.
So obviously they are brethren.
And that just kind of also confirms your theory about Ben and those girls.
They chat to all of them. Yes.
And then he pied Shakira because her attitude stinks and she's in at everybody's business.
Yeah. He didn't hold back, did he? Yeah, so he obviously hasn't learned from when he went in on Yasmin to keep his words on women brief. No. It means nothing to him.
The dude is a bit slow. A bit simple. KW said Ben kissed the only girl he thought didn't hate him. Yeah, basically. He was like, he looked at it, he done the maths, the basic Ben maths, and was like, I haven't had beef with this one.
Yeah.
But you don't even realize, like, you're unable to read the room where, like, nobody likes you.
Nobody wanted to kiss him at all. So, he had to do that shit. Tommy snogged Emily, obviously.
Because she's a salt.
Yeah. And he did say, at the moment, she is the girl that I like the most in here. He marries Alima because she's a sweet and lovely girl and very respectful. She's carried herself very respectful in all of her interactions, although we've only seen her interact with Ramel and we didn't see that happen a lot either. And then he pies Shakira. He says because she's fiery and confrontational, but I do like you, though.
I do like you, my mate, but
that felt like herd mentality.
Yeah, grow up here, mate.
Yes, I was a bit pissed with him.
And she was as well.
Yes.
Next up was Giorgio, and again, for me, this was like a boring one. Like snogs Yaz, marries Emily, and then pies Helena, which is expected because she's done the same thing to him. And then Connor was up next, and he snogs Shakira.
That took me back. I was like, oh.
But as you said, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So that kind of, we can see why you're going to go down that route.
Yeah.
He marries Meg, but faked Emily in the process. Like, so he made out like he was going to marry Emily and then didn't. And then obviously pied her instead.
Yes.
I think makes sense.
It's fair and
It's
good
fair.
and right.
And right. Righteous.
It's a righteous thing to do. Pie her and pie her good. Harrison. This was sad. I can't lie. This was sad for me. Harrison snogged Helena. Now I thought Harry's son would be like, I'm not involving myself to be in a triangle with my dad and his missus, because they've gone back and forth and they've lipsed. But he was like, if it's good for my dad,
If it's good for dad, it's
good for me. And he went in and he lips Helena as well. Then he has the tenacity to go and marry Tony. I'm like, you're actually taking the piss out of this girl's life.
Yeah.
This is rude now. You're being rude.
At this point,
can we call it disrespectful now? Are we allowed?
At this point, you are fully able to use the word disrespect.
Okay.
Because
there we go.
That's what it was.
Yes. Yeah. I was like, you're taking the piss out of her life.
Yeah.
And then he too goes and pies Shakira. I feel like he is the only one that can pie Shakira because she truly has been all up in his business.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
He can say that to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we end the challenge there. And when it ended and you went, is that it? Is that it? that was indeed it. Then the girls go off and then we cut to Shakira and they're on the terrace. She is there.
Upset.
Really upset with Tony and Yaz. And again, when it cuts to the other girls who are just feeling very smug, Helena is smug as hell. Where is Alima? Just putting it out there. We see two camps, but no Alima was in any of them. But yeah, Shakira is really upset. She feels like everybody is kind of ganging up on her. And Harry has done her dirty because she thought that they were in a good place. And then he's gone and lipsed Helena and just blindsided her with this.
Yeah.
And I felt for her. I can't lie. I was like,
I did feel for
no, this is
because especially with individuals when you see them like and they're generally fiery and on point most of the time, and so then when you get that breakdown out of nowhere, it really kind of catches you off guard, and you're like, oh raw man, like this.
It's a lot.
Yeah, and
No, it was a lot, and it did feel. Even with Tony, they're saying like it's like we're always the ones that are being made to be the villains because we're just straight talking with people. I'm like, this is the herders got together and being like, oh, we got to shut these loud mouths up. But Meg, both of the Megs, when Irish Meg was in there, can be shouting at people, don't swear at her.
Meg is shouting across the villa.
Don't fucking say that. Like literally, she's all up in, but nobody really cares.
I felt for her. It's tough. It's tough. Let's see what the people
get some comments.
Erin J says it's actually not. It's a game, and she had to kiss someone. I'm not sure who that was in reference to. Erin J also says comparing Ben, who is pissed off half the villa, to Tony kissing someone she isn't interested in is not the same. Ben exhausted all options. Yeah, he really did. Maya just says Tommy should have pied Tony, but Tony is irrelevant basically, so he clapped Shakira. But why Tommy should have pied Tony? What's the direct?
I don't know. Why should Tony have got the pie?
Elaborate on that for us, please. Online says Shakira feels the pain of being that POC chick being second hand to a blonde, blue-eyed woman, like how many POC women feel in the UK. And I think this
could definitely be a part of it.
And this is the gamble that anybody who is a person of color takes whenever they go on a show like Love Island. Because again, it's like the reality is it's a microcosm of just what happens in life. But in these instances is that when these things happen like that, it really shows up, and it just can be quite hurtful because then also you're still, let's not forget, these mostly obviously apart from Helena who's ready to draw a pension, a lot of these people are still quite young. And so having to deal with that like that when you see like, hang on, this person's actually behaving way worse than me.
Yeah, but all eyes are going to be on me and all criticism is going to be heaped my way. Most definitely. But also, let's not forget when Shakira was vulnerable and she did have to go out there and was grafting, it was Helena and the witches that were always talking about her. Like, oh, all of the guys fancy Shakira. Like, they were being very spiteful about, and she was just trying to graft. And it's like she is talking to this one, and they were painting her out to be basically like hide world, like she was the hoe. So there is a level of we have to stick together. Like also when Shakira, when they were going at Malaysia, and then she had to kind of come up and back her as well, because she sat there and was like, I'm gonna have to go up and stick up for her as well, because she knows these lot will do that. They will, and they'll be able to sit within their privileged space and chat shit, and nobody's going to see it like that. But when there's a little melanin involved, then it turns into, oh no, they're aggressive.
We got a new visitor.
Okay.
New guest.
Yes.
Ep21, and they are all the way from Maui in Hawaii.
Oh wow! Aloha.
So thank you for watching our recaps. They work in an office job and they never make it to the live, but you're here now, and that's what matters. And we thank you for that.
Yay!
That's awesome. KW says, I never really saw Shakira as a person of color, but I get the blonde hair, blue eye thing. Yeah,
she is. She's mixed.
She is. Online says, Will Smith. The problem with Love Island UK, they just use black women as backhanded compliments and mascots, knowing they won't do that well on average. But let's not forget, we have had our winners. Aloha, 80 points. Sunday in the US. Yes.
Lovely.
Brilliant.
Hang on. So, that was online's comment that you read there. Yeah, it's a hard space for her, but I know that it would be infuriating at the same time. But also, similar to Tony, I do think Shakira thought that she was in a different space with Harry. So I think,
but I think that was misguided.
Yes, it was. But I do have to give it to her 22 years and taking his actions at face value.
Yeah. Okay.
And not really seeing the full scape. Or you cannot trust a man like that, like ever. Doesn't matter what he says to you.
I think
you cannot trust
what's the really annoying thing about the Shakira situation is because, like, Harry actually has no endearing qualities. He has done or said nothing that should make you think, let me pair up with this guy, and you did it anyway. But again, as I said, I must have said in a couple lives back, she just thought, but not my pum pum. Like this, like
I think he sold it to her. I think he, and also, like, for the people that have left, they are like Harry and Dijon are both very charismatic. They're very friendly. They talk to everybody. I think there is a level of you get comfortable with people in there, but also we don't know how he talks to her. So we've seen bits of him being like, you're the girl. He could lay that on really thick. And so then you're like, no, obviously, okay, that was a fling with Helena, but he's saying he wants more from me. And then you're like, all right, let's give it a go. And then he's talking about, maybe there's a sexual tension with her and I haven't kissed her in a while. And you're like, what the hell?
Really, when you check it, like Harry and Shakira, like that's just a grown man running game on a young girl.
Yeah. That's what he does. He was running game on an old girl when he was doing it with Helena as well. It's like this is what he does, and then he'll try later on when he's crashed and burned that way, come back again and be like, "This is what I do because I was feeling you. I was thinking that we were getting so close, getting too deep, and then I self-sabotage."
You know the script.
Guy is an absolute arsehole.
80 Pont says, "I feel like Harry and Helena were made for it." The thing is, they should just go and get together and just leave the young people to carry on with it.
Do your thing. And everybody should avoid them at all costs. Let those two do their thing.
Online says, as I said before, Harry sees Shakira as a Tinder swing for shagging and go back to his usual type blonde Helena. Yeah. And I think that's also the other thing. I think like Helena definitely, I get the vibe that is his usual type, that like he's definitely way more attracted to her than he is actually to Shakira.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think aesthetically and her personality.
Yeah.
Like, I bet if you went back into his history, he's probably got a girl that has been around for like 5 or 6 years, and they've done that circle round and round and round and round.
Yeah.
And Helena could fall into that as well. They could do that dance. Like, oh no, we're together. Oh no, he's gone and cheated on me with this bird. Oh, I'm not having it again. And then they go around.
Yeah.
They could do that and do that, but leave decent folks out of your stupidness. And Shakira, but also there isn't anybody else in there for her. So I understand why she just went to Harry.
Yeah.
I get it. But don't let him humiliate you.
Yeah. We got some thoughts on After Sun. Is anyone going to tell us what the surprise was on After Sun?
Yeah, please tell us what was the exclusive.
What was the exclusive? What did we miss? I mean, I have very little notes from After Sun.
It wasn't the greatest.
It wasn't
at all. Shay. Paper mache is just standard, and he was trying.
Yeah,
you could, and I was getting secondhand embarrassment from him trying.
I think he felt a little bit more relaxed. But yeah, no. And again, I think we said it before on another live where he is the example of a good-looking young man who has never had to really worry about actually having game. Like, his looks just did everything for him.
Yeah.
So he's never had to really worry about, oh, I actually really need to speak to this person and actually have something about me. And then he's thrust into this situation on the island, and then you realize, yo, like, I don't actually have game. My address After Sun was basically Maya trying to draw Ramel all the way out and further embarrass him. Oh, really?
I think he was.
Really?
Oh, you wasn't paying attention to their interview. I agree with you. Like, I think it was quite harsh how Ramel was dealt with. He dealt with it well though. But so when
harsher than how you guys have been going in on him?
No, because it's live TV and he's there.
All right.
So, you know, if we were interviewing him, I'd be a hell of a lot nicer. But it's like she's kind of drawing in Poppy and how he feels and everything else. But you can tell that Poppy is not feeling Ramel now.
Yeah.
So, did it try and get you?
Tried to get me.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
It's because the light's there.
Yeah.
And then at a point, she gets Poppy to come and sit on the sofa, sit next to Ramel, and is basically asking, like, you know, how does he feel about it? And he's sticking to, I explored. I thought that my connection was stronger with Alima. That's why I went that way. But I still had a connection with Poppy. And she's like, basically, she was blindsided by this, and everybody thought that she was going to be selected, and she feels basically used by him.
Is that not just entitlement?
It was just so awkward. It was so awkward. It was like, this is unnecessary for this to take place on live TV and for the dude to be drawn out like this. It was.
Psyop again has said, has no one seen the exclusive? I think it's just
okay. Hang on. Let me. There's one that has been posted up. Okay. I'm going to share it onto the.
KW says, whilst you're doing that, says, I've never watched After Sun.
Oh, really?
I watched the show and I watched you guys. Pick you up. Suzanne says, just when Ramel got pied again, it was what, like physically pied or just pied?
Basically, remember when he was leaving, he said that he would be up for chatting.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, Poppy is not interested in chatting to Ramel on the outside. So there you go. Basically, he did get pied by 2 women for his actions. Like, he has nothing.
It'll be all right. My address says, I watched it this week because they also had Tommy's family on to drag Irish Meg. It was too messy. Well, the mum didn't really go in on
I thought the mum was...
She was polite.
I hate that everybody loves Tommy. It pisses me off. I cannot stand it. The applause that Tommy... Each time Tommy's name was mentioned, I was like, oh, you people are...
loved. The kid is loved.
But why?
Because he's a good lad. He's a good boy. Good boy.
He makes it good boy. Like he's a dog. No, and his friends sound exactly like him. All right. So there is this exclusive that they've put up. Let's see. Hang on, I'm at the right part.
Waving Cat Design says Tommy is boring. KW says, I don't think Poppy ever liked Ramel. Do you know what? I agree with that, you know.
I think she just wanted to get on the show.
Yeah, that girl was shaking.
How do you think I'm feeling?
I don't think.
Hang on.
What we doing?
I'm trying to get it big.
Get it big.
I don't know why. It's just... It was there, bigger before. Oh, here we go. We're having trouble with playing this video.
What is that about? What we got?
I will come back in.
Yes, this is from my address. Tommy's family was polite, but the pro-Tommy audience, everything was cringe, over the top.
It was.
The Funky Dinosaur says, all of those sleepover bombshells were dead, to be fair.
Yes.
Which none of them made it back to the villa. So did Caprice not chat?
Caprice, she spoke a little bit. She did say that Dijon was very hot and cold. And she was like, what do you mean by that? And she was like, 1 minute he's like laying it on thick. Yeah. The next minute he is... Oh, yeah, it's really coming for you.
I'm being attacked.
It's like... Oh, yeah, it's gone again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he was on it, and then the next minute he's cold, like he ain't just been talking to her type of vibe. So she said she felt like it was a total act. All the way through. Yeah.
Yeah. You get it?
No.
Oh, never mind. Tommy is the underdog. He's not the underdog.
Is that what people think?
Suzanne says,
just because he's short.
Hear the one mic. Which mic? Mine or Nana's? What is going on with these mics today? Tommy is the underdog. Caprice was not dead. From online.
Caprice needed to come on the show. She needed to be a standard bombshell. She also said that she quite liked Shay. Yeah. That was her second choice. So
Poppy liked Dijon genuinely way more. Ramel was used, if really objectively looked at it. She fancied him, but just as a quick fling. I can agree with that. KW says, if Tommy wasn't into Emily, he would win. The UK is warming to Yasmin. What?
What, you think Yasmin could have a chance?
She's a man-eater, but maybe he could move to her. That would be Tommy's biggest mistake.
I can't see that one taking place.
80 Pont says he's just minding his business, trying to crack on with whomever will talk to him, and she ain't having it. Psyop says, I can see Ramel London being hit up by Boohoo Man. Yeah.
Yes.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
That is definitely taking place.
Will Smith says, exclusive, was Harry saying that being picked
to be
married is better than snogging?
I've got it now, so I can put it on.
All right.
Yeah.
That moth is on knee like Helena is on her. You ain't wrong.
The moth is like, I will, whatever it's trying to do, it will happen today. Okay, we ready? I play it now. Cool.
Very good after that challenge, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
However, to me, saying I would like to marry you is much more of a compliment than kissing someone else. I do see something here with you. It's crazy to say because it's been a week, but I feel like we spent a lot of time together, and how are you feeling?
How do you think I'm feeling?
I don't think you're feeling very...
So that was the exclusive.
He said nothing.
Was that it?
He said nothing. The kid said nothing, mate. He said nothing. Like, just... And
we know that isn't how it goes.
Yeah.
Like that, there's been enough examples of no, you don't go and lips the girl that you have
how the
been
game
doing
is
shit
now.
With. Like utterly ridiculous.
Suzanne says Giorgio is fine.
Really?
You sure, love? Sibster Jim Jam says this show is about being confident.
Is it coming back for you?
Yes. This show is about being confident and strong. Connor, Harry, and Dijon may be questionable people, but they believe their hype. Thomason, who's Thomason? Oh, Tommy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Thomason is the new. Okay. Don't understand that being a nice guy just means you're bored. This is the thing. So you see with Tommy getting like people wanting to marry him, so many people wanting to marry him.
Yeah.
It's not a good look.
No, that is you're the boring one.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
It is. Yeah. That is what that always signifies when everybody is like, I will marry you. Mm-hmm. it's like how Anton had that as well.
Yeah.
That means that none of the girls really fancy you, but Emily will.
Yeah.
Emily will go, or the new bombshells, because obviously they know that he is so popular. They
They're
are
gonna make a
going to
beeline for him.
be.
Yeah.
Tommy's my type. Tommy's my
Yeah.
type. Tommy's my type.
My address is Harry is so scandalous. 80 Pont says Shakira's face said it all. Psyop says Harry did that deliberately because we all know marry means friend, snog means wife.
Yes,
We know this.
This is the whole thing.
Will Smith says they have the same convo every year.
They do,
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
They do. So we know who is top of tops of the villa at the moment. The results are in for the boys. Basically, Dijon got 2 snogs. Harry got 2 snogs. Ben got 0. And Tommy got 1.
Yeah.
So the top of tops are Dijon and Harry.
Yeah.
They are running.
They've been playing the Love Island game.
Yeah, they're running the place basically. And we know that Harrison and Ben got the most pies. Ben got the most, but Harrison also got a few as well. Top of top girls, who are they? Well, Alima kind of down bad. She got no snogs. She got no pies, but she did get 1 ring. So that's not too bad. Helena, she got 2 snogs. She got 2 rings and 1 pie.
Hide away, Helena.
Basically. So she's a top of tops, isn't she, really?
Yeah.
We have joint 1 snog each with Shakira and Meg. And they both got a ring each, but then Shakira did get 3 pies. It's quite a lot of pies, poor girl. And then Emily, she got 2 snogs. And she got a ring as well, and she got 2 pies. Tony, she got no snogs.
Yeah.
She got 1 ring.
You gotta go.
And she got no pies. She basically got the same as Alima. Yeah. Basically,
they can both go.
And then even like Yasmin, she did get a snog and she got a pie. Yeah. Tony and Alima are going to be in the bottom, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're on their way out.
And it's time. It's time because
out of Tony or Alima, who do you want to go?
Do you know, I actually don't have a preference.
They could go together.
The ideal would be both of them go
at the same time.
Yeah, but like I don't have a preference. So it's like father like son. Harry's son will move to Shakira next.
Yeah,
probably.
But Tony has to go.
Yeah,
I think Tony has to go. They'll start off as if they're going to be in a friendship couple.
Yeah,
but he's going to put it on her and she's going to have it.
Yeah. Maya just says we all know Alima is safe, but Tony has to go. Yeah. I think Tony is more likely to go.
Tony's going next. I feel like Tony's going to be out here.
Can I ask, Will, why do you intentionally spell it Olima?
I don't know. Please ask him for real.
Why?
And what? You know what, Will? You've had it in for Alima from beginning. He's wanted this girl out. It's not even because she was just being quiet. He's never liked her.
I'm like, every day I see it and I'm like, why is he intentionally spelling it with an O?
Or Lima.
I know that there's something behind it. There's something behind it. So it says stop it with Tony going, keep her in.
Nah.
Keeping her in does make it messy, but
I like Tony and she adds to the drama of it all, but realistically it is 3 guys now.
Yeah. You know, my
pieing
right,
her.
though. Tony isn't the right type of messy. She's actually just annoying.
Do you find her annoying? I like her.
And I'm annoyed with her because the last few lives I've been saying it. I've been banging on about how I like her because she's emotionally intelligent. And then it's like all of a sudden, the moment I started saying that, then she just started spiraling in the villa.
Yeah, it's hard. I think was it my address that said it about the guys? I think that is what she's spiraling about. It is the 3 rejections.
It's the confidence.
And as it goes, I think 3 guys moving on to another woman, this ain't the place for you, innit? No. It's like just free her. Because does she want to have a 4th? That's a lot.
Yeah. I mean, as KW says, from when you're silently crying in bed,
it's time to go home. It is.
Yeah,
we can't have that. I don't want to watch her breaking down on TV. I don't.
And online said it all. The man them don't fancy Tony like that. Just being honest. It's true.
Sorry, I don't even know why I'm laughing.
It's true though.
I know it is true.
That is just the
It's
reality
true. It
of
is
the
the
matter.
truth.
Is like
It's
the
the
man
truth.
them are like, no.
The thing is, early on, I did say that about Tony.
Yeah.
I said this ain't the place for her because I think the particular type of man that's gonna want her isn't necessarily a Love Island
No,
person.
yeah.
Like, yeah, she's just got to, yeah. But I don't know. Alima is gonna do well in this either.
No, she's not. She's not. Will Smith says, you're right, Nano. Ever since they made Olima a victim for getting rejected and they parachuted Ramel the sket for her, I've just thought, get rid. Oh, my life. Will, you're too much. You're too much. Simpson says, being annoying and swearing at the man is dead. Yeah, it's the spiral for me. The last
Come
few
on,
days.
Will.
Yeah.
Still calling her Butters.
Oh.
You're consistent at least, because
Yeah.
from as soon as she came in, you've been calling her Butters.
Yeah. The hideaway incident broke Tony. She needs to go to the Bachelor. It's over for Tony, man. Like, it's go home. Just go home. It's not working out. It's not working.
I don't want Alima to go before we get another black replacement, though. So
We don't.
I know we don't even see her, but it just feels
Alima has not earned
she
the
has.
screen time.
I know, but well, she in all ways she hasn't been given it either.
No, we don't. We like let's just end it. Let's just end it. Like, just get her out. Like we I said it before. It's time for Casa.
But we're almost there. We
It's time for
definitely
Casa.
are. Waving Cat Design says the thing is that Tony got hyped when she got chosen over Melisha by Harrison. Now she's in bed with her teddy crying.
I can't. Listen. Well, how long are we into the stream?
An hour and 11 minutes.
And that's the first time Melisha's name came up.
No, I mentioned her earlier on,
Oh,
but
really?
you haven't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so the problem is me. Yeah, I'm the one that mentions her.
More time you do.
Yeah. Have you emailed her yet?
No, it's gone again.
Have you emailed her yet?
I haven't.
Hurry up, man. What are you waiting for? My address says, I feel bad in advance for the next black male to come into the villa. Yeah. Sibster Jim Jam says, Alima got people of color and she gave him silent. She got a person of color, sorry, and she gave him the silent treatment. I just will disagree with the way that Alima dealt with Ramel forever. I just think.
See, KW said it. You usually do mention her first name. You do.
What can I say? What can I say? But yeah, no, just send them home. Send Tony home. Send Alima home. Yeah. Let's get a bank of you people.
We need some.
I can't go through another boring episode like that again.
I feel like tomorrow is going to be a lot of Harry, Shakira, Helena.
Yeah.
Harry's son.
Yeah.
A square going on.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be a good one. Hopefully, by maybe Friday, it's Casa. We got to get to Casa, but they got to drop some people out because there's always somebody that goes before Casa, which is always a bit of a shame. And that may be Ben. I would think is probably going to go. It could even be Giorgio. Because I don't think Giorgio's adding much, so Giorgio could go for me.
I want Ben to go over Giorgio because it just feels like
bad behavior, punishment.
Bad behavior.
Yeah,
you need to come out. You need to come out. Will Smith said that Alima should have got with Shay and been boring and pretty together. Yeah, this is true. Will Smith still hasn't said why it's Alima. Maybe the A is broken on his keyboard. I don't know.
No, but he's got the Martin there. Yeah. For real. No, Will, you didn't answer that. Why are you calling her Olima when we know her name is Alima?
Petition to bring Shay. Why?
We don't need paper mache back again.
We do not need paper mache back.
He is dry.
That is what we do not need at all. Love Island USA brought all Casa people back to main villa, and there was like 105 people.
I saw. I was so confused. I was watching the last episode and I was like, why is there bare people in here? Like, what is going on? But it's still USA for me has descended into chaos, and it just feels like what is going on in America. Like, it's the same thing. It started off so well, and now it is a shit show. So UK is still reigning on this one. They didn't win.
KW says Paper Mache and Alima make the perfect couple. I think we said this the other day,
but he weren't on it.
Yeah, because he called it hard work.
Yeah,
but like, can you imagine Paper Mache and Alima like at a dinner party together? Like, how dead that would be.
I don't want them. For the dinner party guests, I don't want that to take place. You know what we actually skipped over? It popped into my head. Yasmin and Giorgio's conversation. When Giorgio starts off with literally saying, like, he's looking for a girlfriend, and then Yasmin just takes it to bedroom talk. Yeah. I was literally like, Yasmin.
I was so annoyed.
Yasmin has no chat. Like, it's literally, do you like me? What do you like in bed? Like that's it.
Yasmin,
do you like me?
Never beaten the allegation.
Sex talk.
She's never beaten the allegation.
2 settings.
Yeah.
Or I'm backing up my girl.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you should leave him. No, he's taking the piss out of you.
I think
4 settings.
Yasmin is so young that in 5 or so years she will look back at this and regret so much of it.
Yeah, and just be like, oh,
yeah, it'll be cringe.
But is she that young though?
Yeah, she's like 24 or something like that.
She's young. Okay. I put her over the 25.
No,
okay.
She's young. Yeah, you're right, Sibster. Elite posture from Yasmin. Yeah. Will Smith says, I refer to her as Olima because she shouldn't be the first name in any. I can't even.
I refer to her as Olima because she shouldn't be the first name in any list. So she's Olima for me.
I can't deal with you.
Will, you're actually a nut job. Like, you're actually a nutter. What type of shit is you're actually a nutter? You're actually wild. That is crazy.
Wow. The thought that went into that.
I want you to meet her. You're so bad. I want you to meet her. I want you to come face to face with her.
Man said she should not be first in any list.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I'm done.
Crazy.
I'm done.
Yeah, exactly, KW. Will Smith, 5 hours on the naughty step. He absolutely needs to face the wall. No meals for a whole week. You're wicked.
Yeah, that's a lot, man. You're doing a lot there, brother.
Oh my God. Jem says the only time Alima gets any screen time is when she's got man trouble. I know.
Have you ever had one man?
And we don't even know what those two used to talk about. We have no idea.
They done them dirty, They did do them dirty. Yeah. AT says, I can't wait for Casa, and I hope they do it similar to the US.
I hope so.
Total recouple.
Yeah. I hope so.
Spice it up.
I really hope they add in a few more elements to Casa, but also a good set of people in Casa, because sometimes they pick some duds. So I just hope it's a better year. Definitely.
We shall see. Everyone gotta see everyone.
Yes. Let's see, man. Oh, thank you so much, guys.
Yes.
For joining us. I know this wasn't the most thrilling of episodes, but we got through it and we recapped it for you guys.
And it's always good to chill with you lot.
Yes.
Before we go.
Oh, what's this controversial opinion?
Sorry.
Go on.
Waving Cat Designs is saying all that effort, Will. Alima is an A. She still isn't first. But my address says controversial opinion. But Ramel might have been a Tyreek type character if he cut loose, wasted, tied down by. Yeah. So basically, Ramel could have been a Tyreek if he wasn't tied to Alima. And I think you're absolutely right.
Yes, you can't call her a mammy. It's not fair.
You called her a mammy.
I did, but I like her.
Yeah. So.
Oh gosh, yes, yeah. No, Ramel with a different
Mhm.
woman there may have been different.
I think so.
Definitely,
Yeah.
we may have got a different character. I know. Maybe sometimes you do have to free the person because Alima, in a similar way, Tommy could do that. They may actually be keeping people so that they're not exploring properly.
Yeah.
But yes,
well,
let's see.
Let's wrap this up.
Mhm, mhm.
80 Pont says mahalo and aloha. The same back to you. Sibster says Ramel got no game. Low key should have followed. I always said when Dijon wasn't sleeping, I'm telling you, he was sleeping in the beds.
Yeah.
If he had just followed Dijon on that, he would have been all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Online says Tyreek had pretty privilege. He was a funny mayhem, but he was a pretty boy, and women liked him.
But he was a rogue.
Yeah,
he added to the yard. I mean, I think it will be hard for them to find another Tyreek character anyway. Really, like it's a hard one.
And we'll leave it on this one from Waving Cat Designs. I don't like Ramel, but he's dry as. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'm glad we got to this level of honesty about Ramel.
I love it. I love it. Just say you don't.
Yeah. You don't like him, just say you don't like him. You know what I mean? Instead of dancing around him.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah. And KW did say this live was better than the episode. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we love you, KW. Yeah, we really do.
Appreciate you very, very much. We will be back tomorrow.
Yes.
Just hopefully slightly earlier time.
Yeah. Straight after the show.
Because straight after the main show.
It's probably going to be an hour show. So we'll be on at 10 or 10:05 around there.
Cool.
Yeah. I think that thing left you alone now.
No, he's over there. He's coming. Quickly log off before he attacks me. So
okay.
I can get rid of it.
All right.
All right, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Have a wonderful Monday.